Okay, guys, so we wanted to talk a little bit about emergency preparedness kits. Headed down to the Scout Reservation yesterday, pretty severe rain, saw a couple cars swamped, and through our travels, we've seen a lot of people kind of missing some basic essentials. And the key is here, you don't have to spend a lot of money on this kind of stuff. I got some stuff laid out on the table, and I want to just kind of go through what we keep with us most times. It's going to be a real rare occasion when we don't have at least most of the stuff with us, whether it be at the range, traveling, camping for the weekend, whatever. So I want to go over a couple things. First couple things that are pretty important: water. Doesn't matter whether your car stopped somewhere, raining, 100-degree heat, you're going to want a couple bottles of water. You can wash out cuts with them if you need to. It's not the greatest thing in the world, but maybe you fell down, you're covered in mud, you need to get a Band-Aid stick, you can wash them off. Couple granola bars you might want to snack. It's nice to have something to eat if you're stuck somewhere. So these glow sticks are pretty cheap. Most big box stores you can buy these, especially around the 4th of July. Chuck them out on the road if your car's over an embankment. Throw them at outside of a woods line. If you're stuck in there, put them on your backpack so people can see at night. Use them for signaling devices. There's a ton of uses for these. Knife. You're going to want to cut something. It really doesn't matter what knife you use. We like these Moras. Fixed blade, simple. Plastic, don't really rust. Stay good and sharp. If you want a cheap pocket knife, because you know it's going to be in the trunk of your car or whatever, that'll work. Safety glasses, sunglasses. You're going to want them. Driving, rain, snow, heat, humidity, bright sunlight, doesn't really matter. You're going to want something to protect your eyes. Gloves, especially in cold weather, you're going to want a pair of gloves. I always keep a blanket in my truck under my seat. Bunch of uses for this. Go to the range, you want to lay prone, you throw the blanket out. You decide you're too cold, you're at a cookout event, you got a blanket. Get it out, wrap it around you. It just the blanket comes in handy. Use it a bunch. Some first aid type stuff, especially if you're traveling in the unknown. You can buy these little kits. This one's pretty old, so more of a modern kit. They're pretty basic. They got an emergency blanket, a glow stick, compass, a few Band-Aids. Real basic stuff in here. I don't normally keep one of these, but if you want to, that's great. Paracord, rope, something to tie something with. You may want to tie a water bottle to your belt. You may need to get somebody up a hill. There's a bunch of reasons for having a paracord and rope. The list goes on and on, so have some paracord and rope. Compass, you're going to want a basic compass in there. You don't always know what direction you're going, so some type of compass. It doesn't have to be fancy. This one's what, under $4. It's got a whistle and a thermometer in there. Another example of a small first aid kit. I like to kind of build my own first aid kits. So gallon-sized Ziploc baggies, I really like those. I use them for a bunch of different things. I keep extras in there, and then I just raid mom's cabinet. Sterile pads, we got gauze, we got a couple ace bandages. Somebody falls down, rubber gloves. You're going to want these, especially in this day and age. You may encounter a meth head, you don't know what they got. You want to protect yourself, you want to keep dirt out of a wound. Band-Aids. Can't tell you how many times we've been at the range at a family outing, something like that, and somebody's forgot to bring Band-Aids. So I always keep Band-Aids. I like to keep them in quart-sized Ziploc baggies to keep dry inside my gallon-sized bag of first aid kit. Gauze pads, the basic stuff. Tape. You're always going to want some tape. This stuff's pretty strong. It's medical tape. You can double it up for a bunch of different uses, whether you got to repair your raincoat or whatever. So a couple rolls of that. Pen and pencil. Can't tell you how many times somebody's been looking for a pen or pencil. Lighter, may need to make a fire. First aid cream. Get a cut, kid falls down, whatever. First aid cream, Band-Aid. going to be a staple in your emergency kit. The next biggest thing that I see that people are missing is clothing. I can't tell you how many times we've gone somewhere, kid doesn't have a sweatshirt, somebody doesn't have a coat, it starts raining unexpectedly, somebody's cold, and we're digging for a sweatshirt or coat. Some examples here, you got your regular raincoat, pretty much only good for one use. You're not going to want to wear this around a bright sunny night that just happens to be cold. Sweatshirt and a regular poncho. You may want to keep an emergency poncho in there. They're pretty inexpensive, worth $1, $2. Fold up in a nice little bag, keep it dry. Can work well one use, but after that they're pretty much done. And then the last thing we need is something to carry around in. We use a backpack. A lot of times you'll see us using these ammo cans. These MTM ammo cans are great for this kind of stuff. They're pretty indestructible. You can lock them. They're weatherproof. They got a rubber seal on the lid, so they work great for that. It's going to keep your sweatshirt dry, your blanket dry. And in this particular size can, I can fit almost all of this stuff minus the backpack. Probably one sweatshirt and a blanket, and I can get a little stuffed in there. So you just chuck that in my trunk or backseat of my truck, something like that. So with the increase of severe weather we've been having this year, put some stuff in your car. Make sure you can get out of a jam if you need to, and make sure it's not going to cause you worse issues just because you're missing a few small items.